With Jason's arrival in the fog, he of course brought with him 3 unique perks, and one of them received a big change from the PTB and can now be used in a very fun way. In today's video, I'm going to be using Silent Shadow on 3 different killers that really benefit from its effect, so I hope you enjoy. Alright, we, of course, have Silent Shadow on our first killer for today, Hillbilly. So, Hillbilly has a very funny add-on, that, of course, being his purple. Holy moly. And essentially, what it does is, whenever we hook someone, well, whenever you are out of the killer's terror radius, you cannot hear the chainsaw. So we're pairing that up with, of course, Silent Shadow to give us an undetectable saw. That way, no one can hear us coming. Ah, damn. So, you may have already noticed, but I'm actually playing on controller for this game, as I actually am not really that great on Hillbilly for my, well, I'm not really that great on Hillbilly for mouse and keyboard gameplay, so what we're doing is we're instead using a controller to get the full benefits of, obviously, the chainsaw out of my kit. Gonna keep chasing her, though. She will only have that window. Oh, I just barely don't wrap around it. She, of course, will be left with absolutely nothing there. Oh, what an amazing crouch there by the Ada. Ah, yeah. Really good crouch there, making it really hard for me to catch her. What I think I will do, though, is I will leave now. Don't want to be stuck in a chase for too long. And instead, I want to go ahead and, well, once again, this guy can't hear me, so we're going to be able to snipe him. That is the power of our Hex coming through very well. And we can obviously see more auras, so what we'll do is we'll come over here and see. Yep, that's how we're going to get the Ada. As of course, she can't hear me coming over with the chainsaw, and that is going to get us our third down. It's a very strong combo that I'm using, obviously with Silent Shadow and the Hex that we have, with that being Plaything. So we can go ahead and try and snipe. Fortunately for her, she's able to react at the last second. We obviously see the ace, but I don't really want to go ahead and tunnel out our friend Ace. Keep chasing the Kate here. Well, I have no idea what happened to her there, but I will take the down. Well, that is going to put us in a significantly much stronger position going forward. That's another gen. Finished. All fine by me. Now, obviously, we did see Ada over here. Keep using this to chase her. And now, obviously, she doesn't make that. Overdrive getting us the down, and that is another down, thanks to our chainsaw. And we're absolutely just ripping them apart right now, as, well, we're gonna go ahead and head straight right back on over, maneuvering through the grass here, as we nearly get them, but it's not gonna work perfectly. Nice dead hard. Don't know why you're crouching, though. So we are gonna be on the ace here. As, well, that's not exactly worked out in your favor, has it? Let's go ahead and throw him up on this hook here. And obviously now, as we have a look at things, they're not exactly panning out well for our friends here. Obviously on the chase with the Gabriel now. He will most likely go for pallet. Oh, he doesn't throw it though. Very smart. He is going to go ahead and jump down there, which is unfortunately going to result in him having nowhere to go. The No-Mither not really having any appliance, obviously, because, well, we insta-down him anyway. They are on our totems, so what I will do is I will zip on over. Unfortunately, she saw me, but she wrapped around. I don't know why you just sat there. Interesting decision by the Kate there to not just throw the pallet. What we can do, though, obviously, is go ahead and throw her on up here. And this is going to put us in possibly the strongest position we can be, as I'm going to go ahead and repop that totem. And obviously now Pentimento in play, making our position that much little bit stronger. Just have a look here. We can see some scratch marks, but not exactly seeing where anyone is. Probably best to... Ooh, they got the unhook though. But where was your unhooky? There he is. We're able to chase Gabriel here. Ah, I let go too early. What we can do though is obviously charge it here, and not far enough. Ooh, very nice play. What we can do though is the wraparound. Body block him off of the pallet, ensure that he can't get it, and well, that's going to put us in the position to win. Once again, barbecue and chili coming in very handy. Ooh, as we did surprise her, but we didn't get the down. Ooh, a nearly hit, if I say so myself. What we'll do though is we'll break the pallet, because we are going to once again be on Ada here. And yep, there you go. No way for her to react to that, and that will be another down for us. We can see Gabriel there. Not exactly a mystery as to where he ran. What I will do though is I will reignite that totem, just to annoy them even the slightest bit more. No. Obviously not really needing to use it, but I'm gonna go ahead and venture on over here, just so that I can go ahead and reduce the progress that was made by anyone. And well, it's worked out in our favor, as Gabriel has just ran right back into our big loving arms. Let's go ahead and bring him right on over to the edge here. Throw him on up here. And it seems that we can't see her, or no, we can. She's all the way over here. There she is there. Nowhere for her to run. And that will be the game. Well, there you have it. Getting the full value out of the add-on as well as perk combo. Managing to pull off a very nice 4K. Very, very nice. Either way, let's go ahead and get on to our next killer for today. Alright, we are on Badam with our second killer, obviously being the Oni. So, just like Hillbilly, the Oni is a very good killer to have undetectable after hooking someone. Obviously, you can pop your power immediately afterwards, and we're pairing up with obviously the exact same build pretty much. That obviously still being with barbecue, as ooh, we are gonna get our first hit immediately in. We are pairing that up with some of the strongest add-ons, that obviously being Aikido's Crutch and the Bull... I don't actually know what it's called. The Boat Hole? I think that's what it's called. And, well, this is not great for you. As, well, she gives herself up in a pretty bad position, and now we can immediately just start chasing Michaela here. See if she can give us another pallet. She is electing to go ahead and use Balanced. Chill by me. I'm not too super worried, as I can just go ahead and do that. And obviously we will have power, so no reason to panic just yet. Let's go ahead though and obviously take our friend right on over here. And what we will do is we will pop power. And obviously we will see people's auras, so let's use this to just sprint on over. And there you go. An immediate down is all we need to be in a pretty good position. I actually saw Ash walk in this direction. Yeah, he saw that we were coming though. That's chill. Break this door. We can see him vault that window there. He's running to Shack. I think he makes it to Shack. Yeah, just barely. What we can do though is we can vault after him. His hesitance there is going to unfortunately cost him, as we will have our power recharged and back online. Nice fake. Unfortunately, you should have ran out. What this does mean now is obviously we will once again be able to do our special and also use it to track some people. We can see someone went downstairs with main, so let's head on over and say hello. That way we can kind of greet them without them really knowing that much, as well, we do find someone. It is the Michaela. What I will do, though, is use Pop. That way this gen will start regressing. And as we can see her, she is running over in this direction. I do not want to go after Rebecca. I do not want to tunnel. As you cannot hide from us, Miss Michaela Reed. And that is going to put us in a fairly strong position. Once again, obviously, heading back on over here. This gen has a lot of blood to it. And obviously we can walk around here just a little bit and we'll most likely find the remaining blood that we need. Hello, Claudette. Hiding there isn't exactly going to save you this time, my dear. As that, ooh, that was a really good fake from Claudette there. Ooh, nearly get her. Unfortunately, I don't know where the Claudette went, but we obviously do know where Michaela went. Oh, she just runs through. Unfortunately for her, ooh, I don't get it. I don't reach. We will reach this, though. Obviously that being slightly too far for her. And that is once again going to allow us to hit our special. As we can see two people, and we can see the Ash running over here. I think Ash, yes. Ash not being exactly the most able to avoid that. And we did see someone in shack, but it wouldn't surprise me if they elected to run. Come back on over though and pick up our dear friend Ashley Williams and throw him on up this hook here. Use the aura that we have been granted. We can see obviously someone was over here healing the Michaela. Michaela, well, Michaela's just running right back into us, so I won't take that as a no. I will go ahead and pop my power, as we do see the Claudette. Nowhere for her to run. And that makes it pretty damn easy for us to immediately go ahead and just hook her right back on up. Nice attempt, Ash. And we can see that Michaela is healing herself in basement. And I believe... No, this gen's dead. Rebecca might be downstairs. She's not here, though, which is fair enough. What we can do, though, is rush on over to the generator over here. She's not even here, either. Just keep rushing around, seeing if we can find anything here. Though it does seem like they're electing to hide out for the duration of my power, which is smart. Nope, there's Rebecca. We can charge right on after her. Nice dodge. She's electing to keep double vaulting, which is smart. We are going to run out of power. Not the worst. Especially since she's still here. She will vault that again, which is going to make it more and more risky, as I believe that will be the window now officially blocked, and that will be power. Can go ahead and break it that way. She is left with not many a choice, as I will go ahead and reverse here. Confuse her a little bit, pick up the blood wherever I can. And what I think I will do is I'll actually just let her bleed. She does have a med kit, which means she can probably remedy it really fast, but that's not the main concern. The main concern is my gen pressure, one that I'm not entirely sure I have full control over. As well, I found someone, not exactly very sneaky of her, I mustn't lie. But we do hear someone on the gen still. And obviously being able to hear the person down here, no reason not to just come down on here and see if we can find them. Are you perhaps in this locker? No, you are not. Yes, there you are. Trying to hide from me. Not going to work out for you, unfortunately. She will use her balanced. That's what I thought she was going to do. So what I'll do is I'll cut her off. Oh, this Michaela is playing perfectly right now. I think she hid in a corner. Yes, she did. I can't catch her in all these bendy twirls and whatnot of main. I'll just use this time to siphon up all the blood, though. It doesn't matter, though. That gen is still regressing. And it's not like they're in a great position. I take that back. They're actually in a good position now. However, this entire time, Rebecca has been bleeding, which, well, in my opinion, yep, we can also hear her right now, in my opinion, is very good for us to be, as there she goes. I'm gonna just use my power so that I can keep up faster. I do need quick downs now. She is going to run into main anyway, so it's not exactly gonna be that much of an issue to catch up. What I will do is I will drop here, that way, when I come out. Yeah, we obviously do know Michaela has been nearby, but I don't really have the time to have a little donder around. What we will do is we will bring her on over into the corner. That way I can get a more clear idea of where our friends may be. And that way we can also go ahead and siphon up a bunch of blood. We can obviously still see Michaela down there, most likely. There we go. A big blood point banquet to us. A big blood point banquet for us to claim, I should actually say. Obviously, we still know that Michaela is down here, but obviously she has Urban, so it's not exactly an easy task to locate her. What we will do, though, is immediately rush right back on over, and, well, unfortunately for Ashley J. Williams, that isn't exactly what he would have wanted, making it essentially impossible to dodge. I do believe that we are now in the final stages of this match here, as I do believe that there is not much of a probability of them being able to come back into this match, as now all we have to do is find one of our friends, which we can actually hear this generator is very close to being done. What I will do now, though, is have a little gander around. I feel like Michaela will still be down here. Most likely. She really wants this generator. Are you perchance in the basement? Well, well, well. Look what we found. Nowhere for her to run. Your hiding won't save you now. Now go ahead and break open that door. That way, we can hook her on outside and potentially find ourselves our Rebecca Chambers. Have her on a hook there, and, well, we can see her over there, so let's rush on over. As obviously, we do get her, and that is going to be game. There you have it. Letting the Oni truly run rampant amongst these survivors. Once again showcasing how strong Silent Shadow can be on the insta-down killers immediately after hook. But yeah, let's go ahead and get on to our final killer for today. Alright, so our final killer is, of course, Kaneki, or the Ghoul. We are here on the swamp with obviously the same perk, Silent Shadow, but we are running it with Alien Instinct this time instead of Barbecue. That way we can get a value, because obviously Ghoul is pretty good at injuring people very quickly. So what we will do is go ahead and try and find ourselves a survivor. We do. Where'd you go? Oh, there you are. Missed for a second there, but we're gonna go ahead and get our bite. Now, I don't really want to chase you. Instead, I want to spread my bites around. That way, we will have some targets to go after with Alien Instinct. Now, we can obviously hear Dwight running around here, and, well, not exactly the position you want to be against the Kaneki, I can't lie. We'll go ahead and pick him on up here, and let's throw him on a hook, and we're going to get our secondary perks active, that of course being Jagged Compass, Gift of Pain. Obviously being able to see exactly where she is, so no leaving it up to imagination as to where the cape may have went. I was just waiting for her to throw it, to be honest. I'd much rather just deal with a broken pallet or breaking the pallet so that I can go ahead and chase her somewhere else. Go ahead and keep chasing her. Needing to back up there. Well, this is an interesting spot to find ourselves in. That doesn't really matter that much, as obviously I can go ahead and break this. Yep, she chose to stay. That's chill, though. Nice try, V. I respect her for trying that, but unfortunately it's not going to work. There is a wall there, after all. And we can go ahead and throw her on up here, and keep procking our Silent Shadow. You can also see her in the distance there. Don't know why you stood still for us. Just allowing us to re-proc our power immediately. And obviously we can see someone ran here. Is someone still on this gen? Yes! It's our Dwight friend. Just keep injuring people, that way we can keep up the pressure. It's primarily how you want to do it as Ghoul. And now we find ourselves in a very good spot, if I say so in myself. Don't know what I'm doing there. As not only do we have a bunch of injuries, but we do have a lot of pressure. Smart. We'll not break it though. That way, we can be right on top of him. Leave him nowhere to run. And that will make it for a pretty easy 2-hit combo. Go ahead and throw him on up there. And now we can chase after the V, who obviously didn't get a chance to heal. And that will be her undoing as well. And, well, there's no reason not to, but I don't exactly want to bite you. Instead, what I'm going to go do is I'm going to go ahead and just whack you, or whack the gen, I should say, and pick her on up so we can bring her on over to a hook as well. These gens are very close to being done. Just something I'm not really wanting right now. But Alien Instinct, the little last bit of it, I was able to see that they were back on this gen over here. So, we can prevent them from getting value from that. And now, we can go ahead and keep chasing over here. Well, that's mighty annoying. V did immediately hop on the gen, though. Which means that she will be able to not have decisive. But we can go ahead and kick the gen. Not exactly sure where she's running. She's running over there. Launch ourselves in front of her so she can't run to main. Nice looping from her so far. A little shimmy though gets her. And that will be our 5th down. And now we're setting up for a really good mid-game here. As we can obviously, well, we see the Kate. I don't exactly mind biting that. Not exactly no reason not to. What we can do though is obviously kick that gen. And, well, now we can chase our Dwight friend as well. That's an interesting bite, I must say, indeed. V's gonna go ahead and use plot twist, smart. Dwight's gonna go ahead and use that. That's chill. Oh, I don't make it. That's really upsetting. What we can do though is obviously vault the pallet, and that will leave him nowhere to run. And that will be a down, but I do hear you over here, Kate. So not exactly anywhere for you to run. As you are gonna run into a wall, and well, that's not exactly great now, is it? Bring her, or go ahead and run over here. They immediately picked him up. Very smart. I don't exactly mind that, because it allows us to just go ahead and get another bite in. And it also means that we can go ahead and hook our friend again. Go ahead and bring her on over here. That way we can see which generator is the most progressed. It is this one over here. And we can see that they are healing in mid. So we can go ahead and come on over here to give them a warm welcome. I do want to try and down this Dwight here, as getting a down on this Dwight here would be very favorable for our future, as I am just going to full send it there. I have no reason not to. That obviously will spell the undoing of Mr. Dwight, and that is going to put us in a situation where whoever we now chase will most likely be dead Hook, or will just be dead. Go ahead and zip right on over to Kate here. Not exactly lending her any options of survival. She's heading downstairs. I don't really want to deal with that. I can't lie. I can go ahead and kick this. And, ooh, we see some scratch marks, actually. We find ourselves the other Dwight. Now everyone's injured. This is a really bad position for them to be in. As not only are we essentially able to just pick and choose a chase, but if we catch people out in the open like this... Waiting for a dead hard, waiting for a dead hard. I'm just gonna go for it. If we catch people out in the open like that, there's essentially nothing that they can do. Didn't want to give her dead hard value. This is my video to get value, not yours. And therefore we can see Silent Shadow letting us know where they are. So we can use that to zip on over and prevent her from being able to finish her gen. What we can do is use it to wrap around this way, and let's see if I can hit this. Oh, I nearly hit it. Very nice. Nearly hit that really nice, quick cutoff. Unfortunately, I don't. And that is going to send us into no longer being enraged. Keep chasing the V around here. And we can just end there, leave nowhere to run, and that will be the undoing of Miss V. Bunyasak. Leaving us with just the Whites now. Shouldn't be that hard of a job, as there's only realistically a couple of places that they could be, but no reason not to go ahead and just check up on our generators. Should probably go check up on that far one. Nope, no one's here, so they are not around here. I do suspect that this is the part of the game where they're gonna start to play more safe, more laid back, that way that they don't get found, but I do want my 4K, and I can see you, Dwight. Not exactly gonna be running that far from me, Mr. Dwight, are you? Because that is going to present us with our final down, and there we go. Ooh, flashbang. Nice try. I want my 4K. Keep around. Not doing your loopty round the rock run now, but, well, that's interesting. That is going to be the end of this match. And, yeah. Silent Shadow coming in clutch there a few times, but Alien Instinct also showcasing how good it can be on Kaneki himself as well. Well, there you have it. All 3 killers, all 4Ks. Getting a huge amount of value out on every single one of them. Just showcasing how good Silent Shadow is after its buff. But, yeah. Once again, if you've made it to this part of the video, first I'd like to say thanks. As always, your support means the world. And let me know what your favorite build was today. As always, I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.